our ancient Greece guide?
It is I, Philosopher Man. I welcome you to ancient Greece, birthplace of Western philosophy and feta cheese.
Ooh, cheese! My favorite part of studying history.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to save our great land by finding the 7 magical orbs. Explore all of ancient Greece and return the orbs to me when you have recovered every last one. Can you do it, junior history heroes?
Of course! We won't let you down, Phil. Let's go!
What's with all the people? There must be a really good roller coaster up ahead.
I think we're actually at Nick's Hill, which means tightly packed. It's a pretty good name, as you can see.
So we're not in line for a roller coaster?
Don't think so.
Well, I want to see what all the hubbub is about.
I propose.
It's just some guy talking about non-theme park related stuff. I vote this is boring.
You've got the right idea. This here is the ancient Athenian General Assembly, where we discuss and vote on things. It's the heart of our democracy, which influenced many other civilizations and governments to come.
Whoa! So everyone in Athens is in the government? That's a lot of presidents.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
But it's also completely wrong.
Ah.
You see, like many other Greek city-states, Athens was originally ruled by king-like figures. After that, Athens was ruled by an oligarchy, which means ruled by the few. At that time, rich landowner nobles called tyrants ruled.
Tyrants ruled? I propose mandatory hand extenders for our tiny hands. All in favor? Aye. The ayes have it.
You realize dinosaurs were long dead before ancient Greece?
A girl can dream.
That tyrant-run oligarchy didn't last either. And after many more years of political anarchy, we finally instituted democracy, where the people rule. One man, one vote. Fair and square.
So, how does it work? Every Athenian gets together here and whoever shouts what they want the loudest wins?
That's how we decide things too. I'm very loud!
She really is.
Well, that's not exactly it. Any citizen can speak before the assembly about the matter at hand, or even propose their own. But with roughly 30,000 eligible citizens and at least 6,000 present at each meeting, that's a long list of things to talk about. If everyone was just shouting, it would be chaos.
It sure would be!
You are so good at that.
So we have a high council of 500 members, who are all selected by random lottery for a 1-year term. They help organize what we're going to discuss and vote on at any given meeting. They're like managers.
Sounds efficient. I like it.
Yeah, let's go speak. What up, Athens? So your city is a happening place, birthplace of democracy and all. But you know what would make it better? A roller coaster. Mic drop.
You kids sure are fired up about democracy, but unfortunately, you can't be involved. Only free men were considered citizens allowed to participate. Women, children, and slaves weren't allowed.
Wait a minute. Women weren't citizens and you had slaves? That's pretty backwards, mister.
You're right. Athenian society was not an equal place and had many horrible practices. Our democracy's significant failings can't be ignored. But it was still a big step forward in giving ordinary people a say in their government.
I guess that's true, but I'm watching you guys.
And besides, you can't speak today because we've already voted, and my proposal passed. It states that if two bright monster children can answer my questions correctly, they shall earn this magic orb. Are you ready?
Sure are.
What happened at the Athenian General Assembly?
Great job! You've done it!
Thanks, everyone. Now let's go look for more orbs.
Wow, that Zeus statue is ginormous.
Yeah, he must have been a powerful god. Did you know when people don't give him an offering, he gets angry, and that's how we get thunderstorms? It's a fact.
Really? That doesn't seem plausible. I'm sorry, Zeus. I didn't mean it. Don't zap us.
Hey, are you kids all right?
Run, mister! We angered Zeus, and now he's trying to smite us.
I'm too young to be smitten. Or is it smote? Oh, I'm so nervous I can't even conjugate.
Oh, there's no gods at work here. Just little old Archimedes, a humble scientist. I was experimenting with one of my devices, a compound pulley system.
Holy complex machine.
Are you some sort of wizard?
Oh, there's no such thing, child. The only magic at work here is physics, the study of matter, energy, force, and motion.
That's just what a wizard would say.
Oh, I understand your thought process. In fact, like most civilizations before us, we Greeks originally explained all aspects of life through myth and the gods. But consider, for example, Thales. He was one of our earliest scientists, and he theorized that everything in the world was made up of water. Of course, he was wrong.
Whee! Splash zone!
But incorrectness aside, did you notice something was missing from his theory?
No gods?
Precisely. We Greek scientists started to move away from myths and tried to really understand the truth of the world around us. And some of us were far more correct than Thales. One of my achievements was successfully calculating pi.
Ooh, pumpkin pie is my favorite.
Not the pie you're thinking of.
My pi, which is a number used in circle calculations, was so accurate it's still used thousands of years later in your modern times.
I guess that is impressive. With such a number, we could bake a perfectly circular pumpkin pie. What?
And speaking of circles, through careful observation and experiments, Greek scientists were also the first to suggest the Earth was round, not flat, and that it revolved around the sun, not the other way around.
Wow. When I grow up, I want to be an ancient Greek scientist. Is there anything you guys can't do?
Oh, no, we weren't flawless, of course. I'm sure you heard of Pythagoras and his famous triangle theorem.
Of course. Yes, Mr. Pythagoras. Love that guy. Know all about him. Yeah.
A great mathematical mind, to be sure, but he was also a little crazy. He kept the existence of irrational numbers a secret and tried to outlaw beans.
That's not so crazy. Beans are gross. Ugh.
Well, I guess Greek scientists weren't perfect, brilliant masterminds, but their focus on truth over myth and the use of observation and experimentation created the first big steps toward modern scientific thought.
Yay, science! And I think we can all agree that the most important lesson is pie good, beans bad.
Hear, hear.
Does that do what I think it does?
Why don't you kids examine it and find out? Well, what do you know? A magic orb of knowledge. Do you think you can answer its question?
Definitely!
What is physics?
That's precisely right. You've earned the orb.
Thanks, Archimedes. Let's go explore for more orbs. Okay, it says if we go this way, we can visit a salt trader. Doesn't that sound sweet? Well, I guess it sounds salty, but you know what I mean. I get so giddy when I'm talking about crystalline seasonings.
That sounds really exciting, but I'm gonna pass.
But what could be more interesting?
Come one, come all, the curtain is about to fall. Excuse me, but I heard something intriguing about a curtain. The drama festival is ready to start. No doubt the show will touch your heart. Oh, Augie, let's check it out.
Musical theater, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem historically significant.
Oh, child, that's where you're wrong. For us Greeks, there's great power in song.
In fact, the word music comes from the mythological muses who granted humans creativity. Art of all kinds was important to our culture, but music was divine and pervaded everything. School was taught in song, workers sang while they toiled, and festivals with theater performances were the ultimate expression of musical...
Bro, we talked about this. You're not allowed to sing. You can't even rhyme. Ugh, I can't work under these conditions.
Well, that was certainly dramatic, but I'm ready for the salt lesson.
No way! I want to see the show. I mean, didn't you hear how culturally important music and theater was to them, or whatever?
Well, I guess we could have a quick look, but let's sit in the back so we can sneak out of it if it gets a little too artsy.
Works for me.
Go.
Hello, Dionysus Festival! Who's ready for some drama? Well, hi there. I'm Thespis, the first and best actor ever. Even the word thespian is named after me, because I'm the best ever. And you must be my co-stars. Great masks, by the way. They're utterly horrifying.
Aw, thank you.
Masks?
Exactly, for you see, Greek drama was originally performed with one male actor in a mask, but over time plays had up to 3 to do the task. That's not counting, of course, the chorus of many who danced and sang along to support the story. That's us.
But how did all this get started? I mean, did you just...
The origin of Greek drama is very unclear. From singing religious processions called dithyrambs did it appear, or from poets singing their stories called rhapsodies did it grow.
We don't know.
But by the 6th century, festivals featuring dramatic competitions were here on the scene. They were frequent and integral to Greek life.
Sing it, Queen.
Wow! How did you know all that, Ruby?
I read the script.
She came prepared.
What kind of plays do you do? Anything with radioactive spiders?
Ruby, don't be silly.
Woo! I love that idea.
You do?
Oh, yes. It's awesome. See, we loved a wild spectacle. Our productions were so elaborate, the historian Plutarch claimed Athenians spent more money on theater than on the Persian Wars. Our tragedies were wild and unhappy myths that explored the consequences of conflict, and then later we started doing comedy too, which were more silly and politically subversive, but often had a happy resolution. See, the point is...
At first, I thought it was silly song and dance, but now I understand Greek drama's significance. It gave people moral tales an emotional release, so they could be better citizens, or at least get better sleep. Most Greek plays were lost and thrown away, but the ones that survived influence drama to this day.
Augie, that was great! You're right up there with Simba. And that line can sing.
Oh, look! Our performance is being presented with the Magic Orb Prize. Answer its question, children.
How is music historically significant?
Oh, marvelous job! You got it!
Come on, let's go look for more orbs. I love chilling at an outdoor mall. I wonder if they have a movie theater.
I don't know about that, but this is the Agora of Athens. We can learn a lot about their culture and daily life here, because it's kind of the city-state's hub for everything. Civic life, commercial dealings, administration, art...
Yeah, heart of the city, I get it. But look how relaxing this place is. Hey, Guy, what's your secret to unwind?
Sup, monsters? Well, here in Athens, our main goal was to be at leisure. So we come here to the Agora during the day to shop, gossip, and, just chillax.
Oh, I hear ya.
And at night, we had little parties called symposiums to toast the gods, play games, listen to live music, and dance. Stuff like that.
That does sound awesome, but don't you have to work or something?
Dude.
I hate work. Most upper-class men, like myself, own land worked by slaves or engaged in trade, since only 1/5 of our land supports agriculture, I mean, sure, poor men have to work quite a lot and hardly get to rest, but who cares?